God bless you, YouTube also. They're fighting you over a small space of time that God has given you to prosper, a small space of time that God has given you to grow, to expand. But they don't see what you paid for. It paid how you paid and how much you paid in the past to get to where you are now. No one knows how much your season costs. They must think that your season came about on a buy one get one free basis when they don't know that your life it cost you so much. You had to suffer, you had to cry, you had to sacrifice, you had to do so many things. But folks are acting like your season was some walk in the park thing that just happened. Shazam, Alakazam, Wonder Twin Powers activate when it costs you so much. It's amazing sometimes that people think once you come into your season, you come into that moment that you paid sometimes dearly for years, sometimes that you went through, that you sacrificed, that you walked to work, that you caught the bus, that you ran after opportunities, and people want your season to be over when they don't know how much you paid for that season. Look, folks, they think that you got your season, you came into your season, your due season sometimes, on the low. But you had to sow, you had to sacrifice, you had to wait in faith, you had to exhibit patience, you had to wait on manifestation of so many of your dreams. But folks think that you just, this thing called a season, I had somebody, and I think some people are a little hot that I'm coming into a season. But let me explain my season. My season is a window, a frame in time that even if this moment lasts for a little while longer, I may have paid for it for 20 plus years. And so even if my season doesn't last another 20 years, now what if I paid 20 years of work to see my season manifest over a year, over 2 years? Folks, you paid too much to come into your season. You paid too dearly. You were laughed at. You were ridiculed. People said that you wasn't gonna make it. You must have lost your mind. You over there walking in faith, holding up, talking about your big dreams, and then when you come into your dream, they want you to abandon your season as if it came to you overnight. It didn't come to you overnight. You paid too dearly. The cost was high. You had to sacrifice. You had to ignore some things. You couldn't go out and be the life of the party because you were busy working on that which God has given you. And now that you finally arrived at your season, now they want to cut your season off. They want to cut your season off that sometimes your season may not last but a month or two. But you paid 10 years to come into that month or two season. And folks, I'm speaking a word that so many of us have paid too dearly to walk away from or to give in to some haters that want to cut our season short. Folks, look, you looking at what you're seeing that looks good today, I've been working in the laboratory on for 20 years. So if I'm starting to see some fruit that burst up and started to manifest that you're seeing today as if I'm some overnight success when I paid for it for 20 years, I think I'm not walking away from that. Folks, I paid too dearly. I've been laughed at, ridiculed, talked about as if I was crazy. Folks want to almost, he must have lost his mind thinking those things. And now that the thing that I prayed for, now that the thing that I hoped for, now that a lot of the things that I wish for are starting to manifest, then you want to cut my season short when I paid too dearly. I cried. I walked away from friends. Friends walked away from me. That was a whole lot more. I lost friends. Lost people were laughing at me. They left me for dead. But I didn't decide to stay dead. I dared to wake up. I dared to make a move. I dared to believe. I dared to walk by faith and not by sight. Preach, Steve. I am right now. I'm speaking a word to you. that these things called seasons, as Ecclesiastes 3:1 says, to everything there is a season. We pay too dearly for these seasons. These seasons take time. They take manifestation. The Bible said, let us not be weary, Galatians 6:9, in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. Child of God, my brother and my sister, you paid too dearly for someone to cut your season short. You work too hard for that space of time that's loaded with favor. You paid dearly. You had to sometime be laughed at. You had to sometime be mocked. You had to sometime be ridiculed. But now that God has made make your dreams come true, now that God has brought you into manifestation, now that God is making the life of your dreams become a reality, don't you dare allow someone to cut your season short. You work too hard to get to this place to allow a hater to end your season. Be blessed. God bless you.